Hi, it's me again. Haven't been on in a long time, but here I am. Uh, it is August 30th, daytime. Tonight is the full moon, full super moon, blue moon, second moon in the month, full moon in the month, and it has been absolutely crazy. So I thought I'd get on and try and be an encouragement and to let many of you know that you're not alone. And we there's a ton of videos on there of people who got it together, uh, you know, and trying to help us get it together, and that's awesome. And I need that, and I appreciate that. But rarely do we see someone get on who's in the midst of their dark night of the soul and blowing their lives up and getting it together again and blowing their lives up. So here I am. So anyways, it's just been crazy in this whole world, it seems, with the Maui fires, and my compassion goes out to those people. Oh my gosh. And there's like 14 fires going on in the United States, and God knows what else in the whole world. I mean, there's just so much going on. But, I also understand that, transformation is messy. And, you know, those of us who are willing to transform, sometimes it seems like, things aren't really changing, or, we're not, for all our effort, for I felt like that, recently. Like, for all my effort, this is as far as I've gotten. I just burned out again. But you know what? I have to remember that I am loved, I am love, and I am not alone. And I got to take responsibility when I screw up, and I react and I make poor choices, but I make them so much less now. And I know that there's many of yous out there struggling. There's plenty of me's out there, who are blowing their lives up, making poor choices and making good choices and making poor choices and making good choices. And this is what transformation is. You go from the worm to the mush to the butterfly, right? And when we're in the mush, it's just difficult. You know, we're in that in between state where, you know, we're not quite out of the old, but we're not quite in the new, right? So, yeah, I'm trying to align with the energies of this moon as much, just as it can stir up the negative. It's also an energy that we can sow into, we can take advantage of to manifest the things that we want, a hundredfold, a thousandfold, 10,000-fold. So I just want to encourage you to start calling in what you want, what you need. um, yeah, I just did I'm doing everything and anything I can. I took a week off work, so that I can just focus on myself, so that I can, heal, so that I can get aligned again, so that I can align with the transformation. I can feel it. I mean, something's about to shift in a major way for us all individually and collectively. I can feel it coming. There's all kinds of predictions for September. We don't know where this timeline's going. We don't we can have an idea, but our responsibility is to keep working, aligning with transforming with but it's not all work. You can't just do what I've done, and that is work, 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 push, push, push. Because you will burn out. You got to have some play there. So, and sometimes you got to use your creativity for that. Because I live in Arizona and it's been blazing hot out every day. So, where do you go? Especially when you don't have a car, and you don't have like close friendships, like people who, you only have people who you can call when you like need to go to the grocery store, and you don't have people you can hang out with, at this time. And that's one of the things I'm calling in is community. I'm ready for solid community. I'm really ready for solid partnerships, whether that's, a romantic one or with a family member or with a friend. I'm ready for partnerships because none of us can do this alone. None of us. We're not meant to do this alone, you know? And this whole world has been so divided, even right down to family members, and then we call them evil, and they're not evil. It's just we've been programmed this way, you know? And we all have played our part in it, in separation, and so I have no control. I have no control over anything except me, and having a hard time with that self control. So at times I have to give myself more credit. I'm way better now than I was last year, and so I just wanted to encourage those of you out there that are really struggling and having a hard time. If you need to cry, cry. Just let those tears come out. Call for help. Ask for help. Ask for divine help. If you have family members, ask them for help. Put your pride down. If you have friendships, tell them where you're at. Tell them what you need. Because we can manifest the best of the things that we desire right now. So, just wanted to tell you that I love you, and I feel it. I feel a lot of the struggle out there collectively. I'm feeling it. We don't do everything perfectly. We don't. Don't beat yourself up. Because I was beating myself up for a minute there. I had to get back on track, center it out. What do I need to do? Because I'm determined. I'm determined. And sometimes along the way we say things we shouldn't say, we text things we shouldn't text, and we just have to take responsibility and keep working on ourselves. And communication can be an issue right now with all the retrogrades we've had. So even sometimes when we're aware, we just find ourselves in this big mess that we've created. And we're like, how did that happen? But just keep going. Keep shining. Keep loving on yourself. I had some questions that came up through my reading. It's just so awesome. Just this is one reading, How can you respond to the waves of your life instead of reacting to them? How can you let the transformation happen? Let it happen. How can you make more time in your life to regenerate and rest? Many of us just need some rest, How can you practically prioritize your well-being today? So here's one way I'm doing it. You give love, you get love, and, I want help, with care, then I give care, and I'm happy to do it. I don't give to get, but I understand that there's a give and take in everything, there's balance. So, what would you do if you felt empowered and confident? That's a good one. I got to answer that. And if you weren't worried about it not working out, what would you plunge into right now? Like, take the plunge in. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I tend to think about, well, what resources do I have? But it's not just that, it's inside as well. What am I allowing on the inside? What am I working on the inside? There's a lot in here. So it's just sometimes having to live in this 3D world, it's hard to sometimes to work that out, especially when you just gotta get things taken care of. But when we have our downtime and we have our quiet time, we make our quiet time, that's when we can work that out. So, and now's a good time for that. How are you being called to step up and lead? And maybe just lead in your own damn life, You know what I'm saying? Like, lead yourself into doing the things you know you need to do, even though you feel uncomfortable, right? Um, what new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? Because we're creating a new world, from the inside out, right? It's just that sounds ridiculous, sometimes, but that's the only way we're going to do it. Is one person at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time, one city at a time, one state at a time. You know what I'm saying? And we're accelerating. Just know that we're accelerating. And I don't know what's going to happen this fall, but I know that some major things are going to happen. Um, we should be prepared for anything. So, you know, make sure you've got 2 weeks worth of food, just in case, because things are coming to a peak, it seems like, with what's been going on in this world. But I guess it's a good thing because, everything's got to crumble down to be built back up. So, starting with us, you know, the things that don't serve us anymore. It's got to crumble down, you know. So we have to look at it that way, or we don't have to, but, we can look at it that way, right? So just want to say bless you, God bless you, love you. If you're having a hard time, there's many of us out there that are too. So, I'm just send love and light to you all. And send me some love and light too, okay? Because I could use it too. Anyways, until next time, until we meet again, bye.